Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is me, your lovely host, Chris, and this is another video on what we are going to speak about that's going into in the Here's the Tea playlist. So, I have been seeing so many things all over the internet, regardless of what political side that you're on or whatever. But I have been seeing a lot of crazy, like far left trans people, um, like going crazy about all of these executive orders that are that President Trump is signing into law. And my issue with it is it's all starting to become noise. That's literally all it's starting to become, in my opinion. It's just becoming noise after noise after noise, and it's just like wah wah wah, crying, cries, whatever you want to. And it's like everyone, like myself, like Blair White, like Buck Angel, like a lot of the LGBT people that have been talking very frequently on this type of stuff during the horrible candidacy of 24. But it's just like, I'm sorry, but my thing is me and a bunch of other people that are part of the logical LGBT community warned each and every one of you guys that this was going to happen because of what you were doing with everything. You were wanting men to be in women's sports. You were wanting men to be in women's locker rooms. You were wanting men, like trans women, which are men. They are men that are transitioning into a woman. You are wanting to take all of these spaces up for, from actual biological women. And now you all are getting mad because your president, who was feeding you all of this ridiculous nonsense, is no longer in power, and you don't like the power shift. So, do I agree with some of the stuff that Trump is putting into law? No, I do not. I will never agree with taking people's rights from them. I would not agree to doing any of that. But when people such as myself and other content creators told this group of individuals that this was going to happen and they needed to slow it down, they weren't having it. They weren't wanting to listen. And this is the consequence of your action. I've been seeing a bunch of, far left protesters trying to shut down stuff that immediately get removed or get suspended from their colleges that they're doing this in, because they think it is fine to do this type of stuff. All, peaceful protest all you want, do whatever you want, but do not interrupt lectures and all of that to throw out your ridiculous brain rot. I'm sorry, that's what I'm going to call it, because that's basically what it is. It's brain rot right now. And you all are getting mad because you don't like the current person that is in power. And once again, like I said, people that were warning you guys about this. We're warning you for a reason. And now laws are getting signed in that will prevent a certain group of people from participating in stuff. My thing is, and we're going to be 100% honest here, the reason being why I feel like trans women were trying to sneak their way into women's sports is because they were mediocre men's sport, mediocre people in the men's sport range, and they didn't like that they were constantly getting beat and they were constantly doing all this by other guys and everything else that were in their group. So that's why that's why a lot of us said to everyone to stop being like that. Everyone said it. I said it when I had my Mother Darkness podcast, that unfortunately I had to get rid of because Spotify is doing ridiculous stuff with AI, and I do not want to deal with that stuff anymore. I just wanted my 20-minute timer to just talk, not show my face, nothing. But anyways, we're not going to go on a tangent with that. But we all warned you that this was going to happen, and none of you wanted to listen. And the one thing that I noticed is I noticed a actress, whatever, named Hunter saying that they didn't think that this was going to happen because, in their opinion, the president is all talk and all this other stuff. And then when they got their passport, it had M for male. You're not a female, you're transitioning into a female. You can feel and think about how you want with what a lot of people are saying. I've been following closely with a lot of these executive orders that are getting signed in. And if people actually relax their brain and thought properly, a majority of these executive orders are not bad. Some of them are bad. I will admit that some of them are bad. I've noticed that I was more conservative when it came to certain things, and now I'm slowly making my way back into the middle of being an independent. I have always been an independent, but with what the previous president was doing to this country, it was getting more and more to me going towards the more conservative side of the aisle. And now that I'm starting to see what's going on with certain things, I'm slowly bringing myself back to the middle because I'm the type of person, I'm a critical thinking type of person. I don't care what your political stance is. I don't care what and how anyone feels. I don't care about any of that. There are some things that I agree that the conservatives are doing that I would 100% agree to, and there are some things that liberals are doing that I would also 100% agree with. And that's why I'm starting to notice a majority of my hard conservative type of people that I used to watch are becoming more and more centered, becoming more and more independent, because there are things that both sides do that are not okay to anyone, and that's not going to benefit anyone. But the issue that I'm having is I'm constantly seeing people post on social media flipping out about this, saying that Trump is trying to become a dictator and all this other stuff. And if you guys want me to be honest with you, he literally said each and every single thing that he was going to do when he got back into being a president in his press conferences, his appearances on certain podcasts, and all of that. He literally said that these were the things he was going to do when he was doing his campaign, when it was just, him and Biden, and then Biden dropped out. He was saying that he was going to do all of this stuff in his campaigning commercials. and all of that, and no one believed him that he was going to do this. He said that he was going to sign executive orders for there just being notable two genders, male and female. He said that he was going to sign in orders to get men out of women's sports, trans women out of biological women's sports. He said he was going to do all of this during his campaign, and everyone didn't believe him because, like that actress Hunter said, I thought he was all talk. I didn't think he was going to do any of this. And I'm hoping that anyone that had the mindset or was flipping out when he became president, you all are going to have a swift reality check, which is needed because you all have been so coddled your whole life that you feel like you can do whatever you want. You can say lines that terrorists said in the United States. You could try to say that gay and queer people stand with whatever. You all are getting a quick reality check, and if you want my honest opinion, this is all it's funny to me. It's very funny to me because I knew this was going to happen. I told all of my trans friends that were so extreme with this stuff that this was going to happen. I had all of my extreme left friends that I was telling them this was going to I told every one of my friends that were like this that this was going to happen. I warned everyone. I said, you all are going to be mad because of what is going to happen and the power balance back to Trump being back in office. I told each and every single one of my friends this, and all of my trans friends and all of my other friends that are part of the far left agenda, that this was going to happen and they weren't going to like it. They weren't going to like it. And now they don't like it because now stuff is getting taken from them and laws are being signed in for certain things. And I've said to all of them, I was like, you guys, he literally said this all through his campaigning. He said this through his whole campaign. He was going to be signing these orders into law. And in my opinion, it is sad that a president has to sign an executive order into law for male and for gender, for male and female. It is sad that people have lost their marbles and thinking that there's all these ridiculous pronouns and all this other stuff, and I'm going to say ridiculous pronouns because that's basically what everything is. What is a ze-zer? What is a they, them? What is a trans mass? What is a trans femme? Like, what? And on top of that, you're coming towards my sexuality, which is being gay. You're trying to say that my sexuality is an identity. I do not identify as gay because I want to. I was born like this, whether people want to say it or not. I was born like this, and it started showing at a very young age, and my family was like, okay, this is how he's going to be. This is what's going to happen with him. Everyone in my family understood that I was going to be a gay male. Now, if I was to grow up now in today's society as a young kid and I was playing with Barbie dolls and I was dressing up in girl clothing, a doctor would tell me that I'm a girl. And that's why I said, like, even when I had my podcast, that's why I always said, I thank the Lord that I had the therapist that I had when I was growing up. Because she told me, it is okay if you're a feminine male. It is okay if you're a masculine female. It is okay if you are like this. That is part of growing up, and that is part of going through stuff. Rest her, like, she's passed. She passed away. I think she passed away when I was like 12, 13 years old. But I am very thankful to that therapist that she told me that it is okay to be a feminine male. There's nothing wrong with that. And if anyone says there's something wrong with it, there's something wrong with them, or they don't like change, or they don't like any of this. And this is the problem, and this is the issue that a lot of people in the LGBT community are starting to face. You know, the TQ pluses, the 123s, DBAs, whatever you want to call yourselves, have made it harder for coming out to family members. They've made it harder coming out to family members because a kid doesn't want to come out as trans or as gay or as lesbian to their family because they know their family is not going to react well to it because of the extreme leftists that made it to where it got to this point. I'm not going to go more off on a tangent. All you guys need to know is that the president said that he was going to do all of this while he was campaigning, and you all thought, oh, he's just talk, he's not really going to do it. And here we are now. So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments below. Keep it respectful. Do not be disrespectful in my comments. Do not try to throw your ridiculous religious views and all that on me either in my comment section, because you will be blocked off of my comment section. And let me know what you guys think about what's going on with the world nowadays. Do you think what President Trump is doing is good for the country, or do you think it's a negative thing, or are you in between, such as me, who says there are some things that are good that are coming out of it, but there are also negatives? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. And with that, I'm going to sign off. When my teaching stuff, like, I just got the last of my paperwork for my teaching stuff situated and done yesterday, I will be making a video explaining what this is going to be. Like I said, if you guys do not see me active a lot, is because I'm working. And on top of that, I am also trying to plan for my wedding and do my bridal shower and all of that. And that is taking a lot of my attention right now, like my wedding stuff and my bridal shower stuff and all of that, because it's this year and I have 1 month before my bridal and I have 2 months before my actual wedding. But yeah, when I find more out, when I get whatever situated and done, I will be making a video based off of it, and I will be letting you guys know what is going on. It's going to be an update, and I'm just going to talk to each and every one of you about this change in the channel, because I know I went from constantly uploading to rarely uploading now. But I will definitely make an update video based off of everything that I'm wanting to say. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new video or upload. And let's try to get up to 500 subs. Later, guys.